What's up, Node.js developers? Welcome back to a new live stream. And today is our demo day for the Code for Ukraine Hackathon, which means that we have come to an end to this 1 week hackathon that we were running previous days. Today we're gonna see a couple of projects that caught my interest and that are there to help people from Ukraine, and also to end up and summarize everything that we have managed to do in the last week for this hackathon. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone who wanted to get involved. We managed to gather around this hackathon more than 350 people. These are people who showed interest, they wanted to participate, and they came to the hackathon. I also want to say a big thank you to all the mentors that decided to help me run this hackathon, and without them, it wouldn't have been possible. Thank you everyone who helped, specifically with workshops, with help in Discord. We had workshops on both technical topics and business topics, which was very important for better understanding like how to build projects during a hackathon. All right, so today we're gonna see four demos of projects that were built at this hackathon for Ukraine. So without further ado, I'd say let's jump into them. Let's see their demos and let's appreciate the work that these people voluntarily did for a better cause. So here we have our first presentation. So let me add it here.
Since February 24, 2020. Greetings, fellow developers, especially to our mentors. Today, I am privileged to present to you our simple entry to the Code for Ukraine Hackathon, initiated by our mentor, Vadim Savin of Not Just Dev. Our mobile application aims to provide assistance to a sector of people needing help, forced by circumstances they did not create and situations they did not choose to be in. The refugees. While a full picture is yet to be established, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees estimates that global forced displacement has surpassed 84 million at mid-2021. Out of this number, around 35 million are children below 18 years of age. Although there are various reasons why people become refugees, there is one reason we would like to talk about today: war. According to the UN, refugees fleeing Ukraine has reached more than 2 million since February 24, 2022. These people need protection and support. And as the situation continues to unfold, it is estimated that 4 million people may flee Ukraine in the coming days. So how do we provide protection and support when many of us do not have the means the way governments and big companies have? We help by connecting people. We connect those seeking help to those providing the help. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you Refuge for All mobile app. The application provides users with a map containing specially marked places of interests. These POIs are identifiable by their icons, indicating what type of assistance refugees can get from the location. When the icons are pressed, the user is provided with details such as description, contact person, and phone number. The user can also travel to the location and will be provided by the app with modes of travel and routing directions. All of these POIs are contributed by the community of users. Add places is for those who want to provide help by contributing information, and defined places are for those seeking help or refuge. The app was designed to be easy to navigate and with very minimal learning curve. Other features include selectable mode of travel, places contribution history, community news and important announcements, can be used anywhere in the world where there are refugees. Separate admin or moderator app to manage user accounts and add announcements. The app is ready for production as of today, but is seeking help from senior developers for further improvement and feature additions. The application was developed using the tech stack taught by Not Just Dev, particularly the following: React Native with Expo, AWS Amplify, Cognito for authentication, AWS Lambda, DynamoDB, and Google Maps Places Directions API. Being born out of charity and spirit of helping by the developer community, we aim to raise awareness by taking advantage of the power of the internet. Social media, influencers, and goodwill ambassadors would surely provide the necessary leverage to encourage everyone to contribute to the success of the project. Financing the cost of hosting and API services for this application would require help from sponsors and philanthropists. These are all welcome to support this initiative. In closing, allow me to share our motivation on why we are doing this.
Yeah, my mic was muted. Oh, I was saying like this is really, really powerful. And I would like to congratulate this team for managing to implement in such a short amount of time an application that is production ready. And I really hope to see this application on market in the following days because as I remember, they told me that they are waiting for Apple and Google to approve their application, which is really great. And yeah, like if you're interested in helping and joining their team to continue contributing to the code base and improving this application to deliver even further value to people from Ukraine and not only, then you are free to contact the developers. And now let's move to the next team. Here we have it.
Our project is Weapons Dictionary. Hello, everyone. We are very happy to be with you here today. Our project is Weapons Dictionary, a dictionary of all weapons you know in the world. Who am I? I'm Fortin Kemtejedone, an engineer, a developer engineer, full stack web and mobile developer. I also do DevOps. I code professionally since 2010, so it makes around 12 years today. I'm a first build developer because I use Facebook technologies. I'm Microsoft developer also and the lead developer at Algorithm, which is a startup based in Africa and USA, which the website is algorithm.cm. I'm also a teacher at IFPIA and online and offline, and also a university teacher. The problem we wanted to solve or want to solve in this project is the lack of knowledge about weapons and how to protect against them, because we know that a lot of people don't care about weapons and don't know anything about it. Okay, the solution we provided, as you know, is the dictionary of weapons with their characteristics and countermeasures. So a list or a full dictionary of all existing weapons in the world, how they are built, and how to protect ourselves against them. Okay, the one fact that is that our application is offline because we know that people are facing network problems. So we made it 100% offline, and it's translated into 11 languages, including Russian and Ukrainian, among the most spoken in the world, because we wanted it to be accessible to everywhere, everybody in the world, everywhere war happens. Also a lot of content because there are a lot of weapons in the world. The target audience is very, very large. We target everybody in the world, so that it's a consumer solution. Because the almost majority of people know nothing about weapons. The technology we used are React Native, because it's cross-platform, for the same code we can have the Android version and iOS version. For the navigation, we use the React navigation library of React Native, and for the language, we use JavaScript because we wanted to go fast. Didn't want to lose time with types in TypeScript, for example. How do we promote our application? Just by sharing on social network, because it's for social. We don't want to make money about with it. Okay, our team is constituted by IFPIA students, so the students of IFPIA, our school, and also IFPIA teachers. So it's all the school who have contributed to this project. Where are we from? IFPIA is an international digital school company. So it's a school and also a digital company that offers international certifications and Cameroonian national diploma. The Africa base is located in the city of Yaoundé in Cameroon, and the international base is located in the state of Florida in the USA. So we have a lot of students around the world, everywhere in the world, and principally in Central Africa. Okay, our application is like this. When you launch the application, you have this first screen, Weapons Dictionary, and you have this slider, four sliders, four images. And when you click, for example, on this one, archery, you have this one, archery, and the button back, you have all the subcategory of archery. And when you click, for example, on this one, anti-aircraft gun, you have this one, this image is more large here, and you have the description, all the information here. Also, thank you very much for listening. If you want to download the app, just follow this link before waiting Google to validate on Play Store. The full source code is also accessible here, and this presentation is accessible here. Feel free to contribute also. You can, for example, add an option selector for characteristics, countermeasures on how to protect ourselves, and other suggestions are welcome. So thank you very much again, and happy to be here with you. Goodbye.
All right, so here we have our second project. It's a dictionary of a lot of weapons. It works offline and also it is translated in 11 languages. Well, I really like the idea of this application of having a way to know more information about what weapons are there. And like why I like this idea is mostly to know how to protect against some of these cases. For example, when everything started in Ukraine, one of the first things that we were looking for is how to protect from atomic bomb. Like hopefully no, we will not need that, but it's good knowledge to know what to do in case of something. And I think it's very, very important, especially during these times. I like where you put the attention is making it offline. This is very important, and also translating it into different languages. Well done. I would suggest the focus to be more on how to protect yourself rather than information, because this is a bigger pain point, and it would be easier for you to deliver it to the market with your message, because knowing about something is not that of a pain. I mean, I can go to Wikipedia or I can go somewhere else and read about it, but to have in my pocket an application that would help me in case of something to know what to do, I think that's very powerful. And yeah, good luck. I wish you good luck in future, and hopefully you'll continue working on this application, improving it. And thank you very much for taking part in this hackathon. And we're going to the third
Team Forsaken.
one second, to the third presentation. Here we have it. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan Turner. I'm from Team Forsaken, and we worked on the Find Me app. To understand the problem that we were trying to solve for might actually help to understand where the idea came from initially. So on July 3rd of 2019, I took my family to go see some fireworks where there was hundreds of people and they had all sorts of activities. They had food trucks, they had live bands, they had activities for the kids. I have 3 kids, and at that time, the oldest was 4, and I have a 2-year-old daughter, and the youngest was 10 months. For those of you with children, you know how challenging it can be to keep up with them, and sometimes it's very easy to get distracted. So the 2 oldest of my children were playing in one of those huge blow-up mazes, and my son came out at one point looking for me and didn't see me, and so he ventured off to look for me, and I had no idea because I was distracted with my daughter at the time. So after about 10 minutes, I'm looking for him to come out of the maze and he's not coming out. So I start to panic. I ended up texting my wife and got her panicking too. And eventually my wife had spotted my son riding on a golf cart with a security guard. So in the end, it ended well. It could have been bad, but it ended okay for us. But that really got the wheels turning, and my programmer brain was thinking, is there a technical solution to this? What can I do to mitigate this kind of thing from happening in the future? And so that's where this idea kind of spawned. So I could kind of explain what the app is supposed to do, but I made a promotional video a while back. And so I'm just going to show that to you. Get that pulled up here. There's no with me here. So bear with me here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You get the idea there. And so how is this relevant to this hackathon? How is it relevant to the current situation in Ukraine? Well, as thousands are fleeing the country, it can be incredibly easy to get separated from families, right? After all, we've already learned from my story that it only takes a moment of distraction in a crowd to be able to get separated from your loved ones. And, comparatively speaking, my situation was a lot less chaotic, a lot less stressful, and there's no security guards, right, to kind of help out with people that might get separated like I had. And so that's a very scary situation. And I actually work with a friend who's from Ukraine, and her family's still there. She still has her parents and her sister still there. And she has told me that this is a problem there currently, and the news is reporting as much. And so this really does solve a problem for them. And while I almost completed this application a couple of years ago, I didn't actually end up finishing it, mainly because of COVID. The world kind of shut down, and there was no more large gatherings, so it kind of seems like, what's the point of continuing with this? And it really wasn't until this hackathon where this idea came back up. But before you start throwing accusations of cheating around here, I didn't use the existing code or anything like that. In fact, it's almost a completely different technology stack. The original was an ASP.NET Core application that was created using Azure storage. for both the blob services, their cognitive services, and the technology stack that we're using for this hackathon is actually Node.js for the backend with MongoDB. We still are using Azure's cognitive services for the facial recognition API, just because it would have taken a long time to create our own model, and we didn't think we would have that kind of time, train the model and everything else. So we ended up doing that, and then we're going with React and React Native for the front end. We actually didn't get to a point where we finished the app. There's still quite a bit of work to do. So for the demo purposes, I'm actually going to show you the application that I created a couple of years ago. You guys can feel free to try it out on your own after the demo. It's a publicly available link, but just know that after, because this is going to end up on YouTube, and I don't want my cost to skyrocket. So let me go ahead and actually show you what that's like. Not to do any live demos because everything risky. Current app that we were working, the separated app. So this was the separated app, again, not the current app that we were working on for this hackathon, but this will give you an idea of what the final product could kind of look like. So basically a user would come here to report that somebody's missing. Oh, here's that live demo curse. It's loading. There we go. Okay. So you would have an option to either select somebody, if you are with somebody that's missing, or, if you have been separated from your own child or dependents. So use either. You would just load an image. And I'm actually going to pull up a image of Tom Hanks here, because I had multiple pictures of Tom Hanks on my computer already. All right, we submit that bad boy. So ideally, a user would have images already on their phone that they could send into the service. And then realistically, what would happen, once this is live, is if somebody finds the missing person, they can tell that they're lost, or they say that they're lost. That person can then take a picture, and then as the promotional video showed earlier, it'll cross-reference those two images of those reports to find a match, and then alert both parties that a match was found. So then just pretend like I'm another user here. Just for the sake of the demo here. So now we're going and saying that it's actually our child or dependent that's lost. And we'll select a different image of Tom Hanks here. This is the lost Tom Hanks. Just call him Tom again. Say Mike found him. Submit that. And we'll wait again. Oh, and there we go. Great news. A missing report match was found based on the picture that was provided. So you see we've got some options here. Yes, this is the same person. No, it's not the same person. Because occasionally there are false positives. So this at least allows, the person reporting it to, or the person that reported their child missing, to be able to say whether or not it actually is their child or dependent. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thank you all for listening. Thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you very much for this presentation. It was really, really great, including a lot of personal stories and why you decided to build this project. Good job on that. Like, this is a very interesting approach to a very common and quite a bad problem of trying to find people that you're missing. And I think that the way it works nowadays and actually forever, it was just, I don't know, like in case of something happening, either like on TV, the missing person would appear like their face, and if you saw him, please call. But in this case, he decided to use a machine learning algorithm that would do like the face detection and will check if there is a match. I think this is a really great idea, and I wish you good luck. And I want to see your application published on the store, and hopefully it will help at least someone's that is searching for someone. So thank you very much, and now we're gonna go to our last demo that we have for today. Here we have it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this short video where I'm going to be introducing you to a project that we have been working on called Duck. So, shout out to all the collaborators who have helped in building and maintaining this project. So, what is Duck? Duck is a mobile application that helps you to either find a house or rent a house if you are a Ukrainian and if you want to find a place to stay. Or if you're someone who can afford to put up your house for rent, you can do so using the Duck application. With Duck, you can either find a house rent for all the people in Ukraine, or you can create your own house listing where people from Ukraine can contact you for help. So how is this going to work? Duck is going to have two main roles. It's going to have a refugee and it's going to have a host. A refugee is someone who needs help and shelter and may contact you. A host is someone who might be able to provide them with a house or shelter or roof over their head. All you need to do to become or host a listing on the Duck application is a phone number. All you need to do is authenticate using a phone number and just fill out some important data that we're going to use. With Duck, you can help millions of people around the world in Ukraine suffering because they are unable to find a shelter or a roof over their heads just by simply logging in and creating a house listing and letting them stay. Now with Duck, you do not need any fancy paperwork or any kind of harsh policies. All you have to do is just sign in and you're good to go. As we are speaking, Duck already has an authentication page with a refugee screen. It also has multi-language support and phone authentication coming up in the next couple of days. It's also going to be using React Native, React Navigation for all the front-end code, and Firebase for all the backend, along with NPM and JavaScript. To contact us for any queries or problems, you can contact us with this email. Thank you.
I will always forget to turn on the microphone. I was saying thank you very much for the presentation. I really love how this team communicated and kept everything, the progress during the hackathon. They were the team that had the most meetings. They were always working, trying their best, communicating with the mentors, and I think they had a lot of things to learn from this hackathon. And I hope that everyone else as well. So these were our projects. This is the 4 projects that were submitted during the demo day. There are other projects that people felt shy to present, or maybe they didn't have it fully finished and they want to continue working. And I'd like to say that this is not the end of building your application or trying to help. This is the end of a hackathon, but I really hope that everyone who started a project will continue working on it the same way as I did with my first startup. We built a prototype in 2 days during a hackathon. And after that, like for the next like 1.5 years, we worked on it like probably every day, trying to market it, trying to improve the features, trying to deliver it to users. If it's not working, seeing why it's not working, improving that, and then iterating again. And like, you don't know, like, it can help a lot of people in future, like if you nail this product market fit. So I encourage everyone to continue working. If you enjoyed working within the same team, like, that's a great win for you. You found new friends, new people that you can work on potentially future projects with, and I think this is very important. All right, so that was it for today. That was it for Code for Ukraine Hackathon. I'm very glad with the results and how we managed to organize it, with all the projects that we have managed to build, all the participants, not we, but yeah, everyone as a community. And we will probably organize more hackathons of this in future. So let me know if you are interested in these types of events in futures. Let me know in the description, in the comments below, and we might organize that somewhere in the summer, but with all the lessons that we learn from this hackathon. So thank you very much for everyone. Take care, stay hydrated, write clean code, and continue using your skills to help people around the world solve problems that people encounter. And you'll understand, like, you'll give another meaning to being and not just developer. So bye.